Move on to the problem number 2. So here you have to obtain the state model of the system whose transfer function is given like this. So in the earlier problem we have seen the given the differential equation how to construct a state model, that is state equation and output equation. But here transfer function is given, so you will try to estimate what is the state equation and what is the output equation, right? For this problem first you have to convert the given transfer function into a differential equation. So what is the procedure? That is very easy. That is y of s divided by u of s is there. So first you have to find out what is y of s, right? So what is y of s? Easy. Y of s cross multiplied. What is this? Y of s into s cube plus 4s square plus 2s plus 1, which is equal to 10 times of u of s, right? So now these were the value, right? So now let me ask some simple question. Okay, what is the Laplace transform of the variable y? Yes, or y of t. What is the Laplace transform of the variable y of t or y? Yes, the value is what? Y of s. And what is the equivalent Laplace transform of dy by dt? Yes, that is s into y of s, obvious, right? So, and similarly tell me what is the Laplace transform of d square y by dt square? Did you remember? Yes, obvious. D square y by dt square is what? S square into y of s. And similarly, what is d cube y divided by dt cube? That is s cube into y of s. This is the Laplace transform. The same thing if anyone asks you to find out the inverse. Y of s, this is Laplace transform, and ILT means inverse Laplace transform, right? So if somebody asks you to find out what is the inverse Laplace transform y of s, that is y of t or what? Simply y. And what is the inverse Laplace transform s into y of s? That is y of t. And what is the inverse Laplace transform s square into y of s? That is d square y by dt square. And ds cube into y of s, what is the inverse Laplace transform? That is d cube y divided by dt cube. That's it. Similarly, what is the inverse Laplace transform of u of s? That is simple. That is u of s. So u of s, the value could be u, right? So that's it. So now apply the inverse Laplace transform concepts over here, and you will try to find out what is the value. That's it. So now expand it first. So now we try to expand the given equation. So that is s cube into y of s plus 4s square into y of s plus 2s into y of s plus y of s minus 10 into u of s, which is equal to 0. That's it. So now apply inverse Laplace transform on both sides, are applying inverse Laplace transform. Now only I have told you what is the inverse Laplace transform of s cube into y of s on both sides. S, what is the inverse Laplace transform s cube into y of s? Just now I have told you. Yes, yes, we are correct. S cube into y of s, this is what? D cube into y divided by dt cube. Since the constant is 1, so coefficient is 1, right? Plus 4 times. It is s square into y of s. S d square y by dt square. And what is this? 2 times. What is s into y of s? Yes. So what is the value? dy divided by dt. And what is this? Y of s, simply y minus 10. What is u of s? Simply u, that is equal to 0. Now I have given you with the differential equation. From this, can you able to find out the corresponding state model and the corresponding block diagram? I hope so, but anyway, let me do it in a very quick manner, right? So here, if the differential equation is given, what is the first step? You have to find out what? S, obvious. So what is the first step? You have to find out the number of state variable. S, tell me what is the number of state variables? So how many number of state variables are there? S, that is the order. So what is the order of the equations? 3. So the number of state variables 3, right? So which one I can keep it as state variable? Which one I can keep it as state variable? Here also y and their derivative. Yes, obvious, right? So let me make a state variable assumption, right? So let me go very quick manner. So here the first, what is the state variable? First state variable y and dy by dt. Next step, d square y divided by dt square. Those things let me equate to the first state variable x1, second state variable x2, and the third state variable x3. x1 equal to y. What is x2? dy by dt, or otherwise I can put it as x1 dash. Similarly, x3 equal to d square y by dt square, or I can put x2 dash or x2 derivative, right? So if it is like this, I can put similarly symbol, and I can call it as d cube y divided by dt cube is also equivalent to which one? x3 dash, right? That's it. So now what you have to do? You have to put all these equations into the given differential equation. So put equations into a differential equation. So now let me take a copy of the differential equation so that it is easy for me to do the procedure. Yes. So this is the differential equation. So what is the step? Very easy, right? So put the above state assumptions in the given d, that is differential equation. That's right. So what is d cube y divided by dt cube? That is x3 dash. So that is x3 dash. So x3 dash plus 4. What is d square y by dt square? X2 dash, or the state variable x3. So remember guys, when you are putting the state assumption in the given original equation, always represent x3 dash must be in terms of or function of x1 or x2 and x3. It is not represented, it should not be represented in terms of x3 dash. It is not in terms of x1 dash or x2 dash or x3 dash. Remember, right? So this is very important, right? So this we have to keep in mind, right? So now x3 dash it should be a function of x1, x2 and x3. So what is the value? Yes, x3 dash equal to which value I can put it out? Yes, so for x3 dash plus 4 times d square by dt square is what? x2 x3. Which one? D square by dt square is x3, and 2 times of dy by dt is x2 plus y is x1 minus 10 u equal to what? 0. That's it. So now similarly x3 dash you have to keep it one side, remaining you have to take it in opposite side. Please keep x1 x2 x3 in that fashion, minus x1 minus 2x2 minus 4x3 and minus 10u will become 10u, right? So this is x3, right? So now what you have to do? You will try to take which one? This equation, you will try to take this equation and this equation. Both these equation you have to take it into the consideration for framing the state and output equation, right? So let me put down both x1 dash equal to what is this? x1 dash equal to x2 and x2 dash equal to x3 and x3 dash equal to this one, right? So I think this is not required. So this is what I am rewriting, right? So now these are all two equations and this is the latest equation. Yes. So now you have to put it in a matrix format and you will try to complete it. Yes. So now what is this? What is the state equation? Very easy, right? So state equation is what? Just now for the previous problem only I told you. Yes, x dash equal to what? Ax plus bu, right? So here x1 dash, x2 dash, x3 dash is there. So now when you are putting the value, you have to put it as x1 dash, x2 dash and x3 dash. Since it is state variable, derivative is 3, it must be of state variable is also what? 3 only. So x1, x2 and x3. So what should be the value? You have to fill it. Plus you have to put a matrix, right? First A will fill A into X, that is what is the value? 0 x1 plus 1 x2 plus 0 x3. So here we will be having 0 x1 plus 1 x2 plus 0 x3. What is x2 dash? 0 x1 plus 0 x2 plus x3. 0 0 1. What is third one? Minus x1 minus 2 x2 minus 4x3 minus 1 minus 2 minus 4 plus 10u, right? So 10u means what? Same as like your previous problem, right? So here we will put same 0 0 for this one only you have to multiply by 10. So 10 times of u. Okay? So this is what the problem. Okay, this is what the value. Okay, so 10 times of u, right? So sorry. So this is what the value of state equation. And what about the output equation? Simple, same as previous problem. What is the assumption? Simple. Y equal to what? X1. So y equal to x1. There y equal to what is the standard output equation format? Cx plus du. Since y equal to x1 here, y equal to same as previous 1 0 0 x1 x2 x3. So now this is the value of c. And see here, see the problem, in some problem the people will ask you to find out what is the value of a, what is the value of b, what is the value of c. So we must aware about both state equation as well as the output equation. State equation always in the form of x dash equal to ax plus bu. Similarly, the output equation is always in the form of y equal to cx plus du. But in the same manner of the previous problem, we can do it. Yes. Okay. So this is what the solution of this particular problem. Thank you.